OnePlus devices are no longer your conventional flagship killers, they come close to flagship prices themselves. That's not necessarily bad if they can deliver. And honestly, we had no doubt that the OnePlus 8 would. It's fast, it's pretty, it's got a smooth refresh rate, and it's fun to use. Plus, it's still cheaper than your regular Samsung Galaxy S20. In fact, the OnePlus 8 is positioned right next to the iPhone 11 in the pricing tiers, and we dare argue it has the means to rival it, so long as one is considering to go Android instead of iOS. Also, the OnePlus offers 5G support out of the box, while Apple is yet to jump on that freight train. The OnePlus 8 is a fantastic performer, with a camera that lags behind the competition just slightly enough for it to not be considered a major drawback. If you are looking for a new phone, it's a solid offer. If you are thinking about upgrading from a 2019 OnePlus 7 or a Galaxy S10, keep your old phone. Even the non-Pro OnePlus device this year has a curved display. Some users prefer good old flat screens. This reviewer is a fan of the edge design, so it's a beauty in the eye of the beholder kind of thing. The phone's back is also arched around its sides, mirroring the front look. It fits in the hand nicely, and the soft touch of the matte glass on the back is pleasant to feel. It is reminiscent of the times when phones used to have aluminum bodies. The OnePlus 8 is kind of narrow, light, and pretty well balanced, a pleasure to hold and use with a single hand. This feeling is complemented by the extra clicky buttons and the improved haptics. The phone clicks, clacks, and vibrates in your hand with reassuring and accurate feedback. Keep in mind that 6.5-inch screen diagonal might sound staggeringly large on paper, but it's actually spread across a 20:9 aspect ratio. It's narrow, yet provides plenty of real estate. It has a 1080 by 2400 pixel resolution, making for a pixel per inch density of 402, even pixel peepers will find it sharp. And, of course, there's that high, 90 Hz refresh rate. OnePlus was among the first major manufacturers to adopt it and still proudly flaunts it on the OnePlus 8. Yes, some flagships have already reached the 120 Hz mark, and we've even seen a gaming phone with a 144 Hz refresh rate. But rest assured that 90 Hz still feels super smooth to scroll around with. There is a number of color profiles to pick from, so whether you like accurate and tame colors or punchy AMOLED saturation, the OnePlus 8 has you covered. We also have special color modes for nighttime usage, blue filter, and for reading, which turns the screen black and white while adding warmth, emulating a Kindle experience. The OnePlus 8 has a 48MP sensor for its main camera, which takes 12MP photos by default. The reason? Pixel binning. Individual pixels are bundled in groups of 4 so that the phone can gather more light while taking a shot. You can still switch to a high-res mode to take a 48MP photo, but we found it wasn't worth the hassle. The regular shots look good enough. As you can see, the phone's HDR does wonders, keeping highlights at bay and drawing detail from shadows even in highly dynamic shots. If we were to compare it to the competition, then yes, it lags behind. But, using it by itself, you will rarely be disappointed by a picture taken with your OnePlus 8. OnePlus has always applied a very light touch when reskinning Android for its own needs. This is the case here. Oxygen OS pretty much looks and feels like Android 10, but it has a few features on top and a number of under-the-hood improvements so it communicates better with the OnePlus hardware. Yes, browsing, scrolling, downloading, and launching apps is lightning fast. But we also have special optimizations for 5G connectivity. You know, the new standard still takes a toll on battery. Which is why OnePlus has included algorithms for the phone to intelligently switch down to 4G, so it can save power while keeping you connected. Of course, it also has the dual-channel network acceleration feature, which will boost a slow Wi-Fi speed by intelligently using 5G, if available, to assist. We get the trendy new dark theme and a core suite of essential apps that fit the OnePlus experience by look and feel. It feels like a very fleshed-out project, tied with a pretty bow on top. The OnePlus 8 has an in-display fingerprint scanner, perfected over the years to be one of the most accurate of its kind. You still get some weird results if your finger happens to be sweaty or smudgy, but it is overall reliable. There's also face unlocking, which is fast and convenient, but it only uses the selfie camera, so it's not very secure. The hardware that powers all of this is, of course, Qualcomm's extra-fast Snapdragon 865, paired with 8GB or 12GB of RAM, depending on which model you go for. These also have variable storage, from 128GB to 256GB. Yeah, nothing mind-boggling, and the OnePlus 8 does not support micro SD cards. But I dare argue that's still a lot of storage by today's standards. This thin and elegant body holds a 4300 mAh cell in its trunk, which does sound huge. Does it keep the lights on for long? Most definitely. The OnePlus 8 can very well be a two-day phone with medium use. Some social media, some YouTube, a few photos, and maybe even a casual game. You can see it in our benchmark results. The phone can take 10 hours of gaming or 11 hours of browsing. Switching down to 60 Hz doesn't make a big difference, so you can keep it at 90 Hz at all times to enjoy its fluid animations. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more upcoming videos.